It's so beautiful. Oh, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode. I'm adjusting my audio in my headphones real quick. I hope you enjoyed the last episode. I'm actually recording not too long. Oh, they grew. Not too long after the last one because I had a hankering to play it again. I was actually really enjoying my first recording of it so much that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this again. To be honest, I tried going off and recording like some older games that I wanted to do and stuff like this, and then I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I was having issues with a lot of the games, like, you know, getting to run. I was doing emulators, of course, because that's like what any sensible person in this day and age does right now, because it's like the easiest way to go about it. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't get anything that I was really interested in doing. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back, play some Minecraft and do that, because I was quite happy with doing that earlier. So here I am yet again. I'm actually uploading the first episode, so I'll have it going up hopefully soon. I don't know if I'm gonna upload it like straight tomorrow, because I kind of want to get a few of these like recorded and uploaded before I even start uploading them at all, or like putting them out, just to make sure that I really want to do this. I'm pretty sure I do, but I want to get like a bit of recording in before I even think about that, because I think that's a pretty good way to go about it, to be honest, just to make sure I don't, you know, end up being like, yeah, I really don't want to do this. Whoa, that was like high pitched. I apologize for that if that hurt your ears. Like that little whisper, I don't know why. It was kind of like high, at least in my ears. Whoops. Apologies. So, I did find a little cabin design that I quite like. It's going to require a lot of stuff. But that's fine, because that's, you know, that's part of the process. But I'm going to need a lot of cobblestone and wood. That's like the gist of it. And then sand for windows. It's going to have a certain type of windows. That's, I mean, by that I mean it's just going to have big windows on the front. So there's going to be that, and I need to make sure that I have the room to do so. I need to move my... Hang on just a moment, I'm being professional here. There we go, I had to move my recording stuff off to a different monitor because I couldn't see it. And I don't like being blind to what's going on and everything if something goes wrong. So we'll put that in there. Now, do I have any more? Oh, I just used the last stick. Oops. Yeah, I need to go chop. I can chop down this tree. My new little buddy here. Sorry, you're so young. I could go get the other ones, but you're so close. And I'm a lazy man. What can I say? It is what I do best, being lazy. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll go a bit this way. Find out that we already had that one there. We'll do that again. And again. And again. And we'll just keep going on this way. Get some of these put down, which I guess they would just place those, or overlap those rather, so it's not a huge deal, but there we go. Have some of them kind of sprawled out a little bit, and or spaced out a little bit rather, and yeah, so we'll have a bit of wood without having to travel as far, even though it's not far at all. But it should be just about time to sleep. It was looking like it, but while we're waiting on that, I am going to go ahead and refine that. I meant to keep some of that, to be honest. I was going to try to use it to make some charcoal. Forgot about it. But we are going to go ahead and make a nice proper axe here. We don't want to be using any wood stuff unless we absolutely have to. And I believe we might as well go ahead and use this up to make a sword. Because, let's be honest, with those spiders and with that skeleton we saw yesterday, we're probably going to need it. So we'll do that. We'll see if we can get some more wood, so we can make some torches, and then hopefully be on our way to start building the cabin, which I don't know if I want time lapse, or, you know, maybe just skip ahead or edit about. I'm not sure yet. The reason being, I mean, maybe I'll edit about. a little bit, but that's like, you know, extra work that I was saying last episode that I don't really want to do. Which I don't know if I went into enough detail about that, but if you guys don't know, which I think most of you do, I do edit full-time as a career. So when it comes to doing my own stuff, the last thing I really want to do is edit, because that's what I do all day long. Like, what I really want to do is I just want to record, make it as easy as possible to get online. Like, I want to get it done. I want to, you know, play video games, have the fun bit of it, and not do the editing bit that's like my normal gig. And I also edit video game footage, so it's like even more so my, you know, job when I do that. Which, I mean, this is technically my job too. This is part of my company, but still, I don't know. You might understand, or you might not. Either way, it is what it is. And a lot of people think probably that the editing doesn't take very long, which, you know, sometimes it doesn't. But a lot of times it does, especially the stuff that I do for like Zach or Sips or anything like that. Like, they can take up, you know, up to a week per edit, and I have to have them done within that week as well. You know, some days I work like 12 hours or more. So it's a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but you know, it's a job. It's a fun one. I do enjoy it. It's gotta be said. So, we do have some more wood here. What we're going to do is we're going to take that chicken because, and we're going to go ahead and cook that last bit because why not? And we'll start a little bit of a chest here of this stuff because I will need it. I'm definitely going to be needing it for everything here. And I think for this, I'm going to split half of it for burning this and then half of it to make charcoal. Because I can always collect more. Or maybe I should do it like this. Yeah, let me do that. So, yeah, I mean, a quarter of it essentially here. And then, well, I guess I've split half of it in general. Okay, my brain, it is all over the place right now. I'm so, like, it's 11:52. And I've been awake a while. I'll blame it on that. Anything I say that's dumb, blame it on that. Thanks. But we will go ahead and take this iron because that is going to be helpful when we come to getting, or when it comes to getting a little bit better of stuff very shortly. I don't want to go too far before I have torches. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig out a little bit here and, you know, just start getting some cobblestone. I'm going to need quite a bit for what I'm wanting to do. I'm wondering if that would look any better, but no. I'll go with like a more cobblestone thing. It's going to have a cobblestone base, which is going to be like sort of part of a basement, I believe, is kind of what I'm looking at. I mean, I could build it a little bit different from the design, obviously, but I'd want it to be a little bit halved, but you'll see. Hopefully I can make it look good, but it is me, so you never really know how it's going to turn out, but we'll see. I'm hoping that it'll be good. You know, maybe that'd be nice. So we'll go ahead and do a little bit of that as well, and then go ahead and make some more torches there. So we have 28 now, which is a pretty good start to go ahead and get us on down here. And we'll go ahead and do that. We'll throw some more of that in there because why not? And as for the rest of this, we'll turn it into wood and go ahead and put that in there. We almost have a stack already, so that's good. A stack for building, that is. Don't know how much I'm going to need. I want to gather it before I even start the building because I want to have enough. So when I go into the build, you know, oh crap. So I have an idea of like how I want it to be built and what I want it to look like and all this stuff. So I don't go in and end up, oh god, nope. So I don't go into the build like all, you know, all out, and then all of a sudden I don't have the stuff, and then it's like, oh god, now I gotta like do this, and it's gonna take forever. I gotta go search for all this stuff and blah blah blah. So I'm just trying to avoid that. I'm gonna let this play out, which that's the way I preferred for it to play out, which is amazing. And then we're gonna go a little bit deeper into here. I do see something. Hello? Is that just water, or? Okay, it's just water. I thought it was like a little silverfish or something there. I was scared. I mean, I knew it was water there, but I thought it was a silverfish in the water. Wow, it's beautiful down here. The reflections of the torches in the water look so good, too. That is insane. I love that. Alright. So we're getting some more iron, which obviously is going to be very, very helpful. We're going to need some buckets and all sorts of things very, very soon. Ooh, I wonder if this would look good. Like this put together. Maybe as like the base stone. Let me throw away the gravel. So I believe it's that. Polished diorite. What does that look? No. I'd rather have cobblestone. And I'm like one person that actually, I like cobblestone now. I used to not be the biggest fan, but I don't know, it's kind of grown on me. I believe it's the whole where I've played so much modded stuff with so many special ores and all this stuff, so many special blocks, you know, carpenter's blocks, all this stuff, that I've grown to be very attached to the vanilla look, I guess. Is that the way to say it? Sure. But yeah, I quite enjoy the look of the vanilla stuff now, much more so than I used to. And I mean, it's a great building material and it's cheap. It's the easiest thing to find, obviously, so why not build out of it? That's my motto. Why not? No? Okay. But I will need to collect a lot of it. It's going to be quite the process, I feel. I might actually have to start building this a little bit sooner. Well, no, I can gather all of it. I just don't really know how much I'm going to need. It's going to be pretty big, so I'm going to, and I want to make it at least to where the basement has 4 headroom plus 1 for the floor. So I'm going to need probably somewhere between, I'd like to say maybe 15 to 20 stacks at a minimum. Which that might actually be an over assumption. Like, I didn't really do the math in my head. I'm just kind of like assuming. But I'm thinking that's about how much I'm going to need because it's going to be pretty big. So that might be what we roll with. We'll see on that. We'll see if I'm right or wrong and if that ends up being how much I need. Obviously, you guys don't know the design yet, and to be honest, I barely know the design. I just have ideas and inspirations, but if it actually turns out like that, I don't know. We shall see. But we have our first stack of cobblestone, so that's pretty good. We've made some progress now, and I will need this sand for future, so I'm going to go and take this. And there is a hole that I made here that I want to put a torch at because I know that that's going to be prime area for a zombie spawn, which I can't really tell where they're going to spawn here because, you know, it's dark because of the lights, I guess. It's a little bit hard to really know, but it looks good. I really do like the shaders. I'm really enjoying the fact of using them. I feel like it's a good addition to the series, or to any series really. And this one where it's just like plain old vanilla, like no mods, I feel like it's the best for it because it just allows, you know, for a little bit of aesthetic, you know, I guess, you know, just things for the visuals when the game is still what you've always played before, which obviously it does have the combat update or whatever it is. Like, I have the 2-hand thing going on and all that, but I think that's, you know, just, again, it's not that big of a difference other than, I mean, it's a huge mechanic and I love that. But still, it's like not all that different, really. Alright. What did I just go on a rainbow bump? I don't know, but I went on one. Alright, so let's go and get our charcoal there. And we'll put it in here for now. We won't worry about really keeping that too organized right now, but we will keep this relatively organized here. We have a good amount of cobblestone thus far. I do need that coal, actually. I'll take the charcoal. And we'll go ahead and toss it in here. It'll be our fuel source for the meantime. And we'll go ahead and get some iron going. And once we have 2, we could make a... Well, I mean, we could make a bucket, but I think I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade to a iron pickaxe. Like, it's pretty quick. Like, we got here pretty quick to this point. But I don't feel like it's a bad idea to go ahead and do that. Just because, I mean, we have the ability. We have the know-how. So let's do it. Let's go and throw that in there. We will need to make this into glass into the near future. Or the sand, rather. So maybe we need to... Like, our little shed, it is small, but I think it'll do. And I can always put stuff outside. Oop. And I can always put stuff outside in the future as well, because I'm not really too fussed about it being pretty right now. Just because, I mean, it doesn't really need to be at this point. It just needs to function. And then the prettiness comes very soon. So, I did want to kind of... I don't know if I want to man-make a bit like a hill. Because like I said, it's going to have a basement. It's going to kind of be in the ground, but the front of the basement is going to be exposed with the way that I have this figured out. So I don't know if I'm going to like build into this over here, like clear out all these trees, end up building into that. Or if I will build it like right over there, or maybe over here in some way, shape, or form. And then have it kind of... I don't know. We shall see. I think... which way would I rather face? Towards that way? Or towards that way? I kind of like that view, even though it's got that in the distance. I just think that one looks better for some reason. I think it's that. But what we'll do is we'll have it face one way here with the big old windows on the front, which I would make it face to the east, but it just doesn't really work with the whole pond being at this direction. And then maybe I'll make a man-made hill, essentially. Yeah, well, this one isn't bad either. Okay, this is actually quite pretty. Like right here. And then maybe make some type of like hill behind here, like a mini mountain or some type of thing. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll look good and we won't have to encase it in a hill. But I think it would look a little bit weird. And, I don't know. Again, we'll see. I would show you the design, but I kind of want to make it like a surprise. And then once I'm actually done with the build, I show the design that I wanted. And we'll see if it turns out anything like it. And we both know it's not going to. But I'll try to. And that's what matters. So there we go. We got plenty of iron. Which I'm going to go ahead and like kind of get ahead of the curve and go ahead and make a bucket. Because I'm sure I'll need one at one point in the near future. And then, I think we could go ahead and maybe... Should we go back mining? It's probably not a bad idea. We'll go ahead and throw that in there as well because we do need to make that into glass, like I said earlier. And it looks like we could just steal the sand from here in the future. I don't feel too bad about doing that because, I mean, it's, you know, I wouldn't mind if it was a little bit deeper anyways out there. So I don't feel like that's the worst thing to do. So that's probably what we end up doing in the end there. And I guess it's just a matter of literally just digging cobblestone right now. We need cobblestone, we need wood, and glass. Like, that's pretty much what I see. That's all we need. And the roofing is also made out of wood in the picture that I'm looking at, but obviously I would want to make it a little bit different. Maybe I would just do cobblestone to kind of match the bottom, to be honest. Like, I don't know if that would look good or not. Maybe that's one of those things, like, I'll do it and then, you know, someone will say, why don't you use this instead, and then I can replace it. And I think that's kind of like it's kind of the idea behind the series, so we'll do that and see how everything goes, and if it goes well or not. You never really know. Maybe I'll do like mining between episodes as well, so you don't have to like see all of this, because this is going to be very tedious. I'm already at almost 20 minutes, and you know, I've just been sitting here you know, hammering at some, or picking at some rocks. Like, it's not the most interesting thing in the world. Like, I could talk and I could think of like a topic to babble on about, but you know, I don't know, maybe I'll Maybe I'll turn this into like a podcast of sorts as I speak. Like I'll just think of a good topic and end up talking about it for like 8 years. Who knows? This is how I should have done my update video. Like just straight on, played Minecraft, dug some cobblestone, talk. It would have been great. It's very therapeutic, just like sitting here and digging. Like it's one of the most satisfying things in Minecraft to do. I used to be able to do it like a lot more and like be content with it, like doing it for hours upon hours. Now, not as much. But that just comes with playing the game for like 8 years now. 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 7 years. Still, that's a long time. Oh god, I'm old. Alright, oh, is that something? Nope. Okay. So far, so okay. We're getting almost a stack and a half, it looks like, or a little over a stack and a half of cobblestone there. So we'll try to get, I don't know, I guess we can just go ahead and get, finish up this stack, and that means we have about 3.5, maybe 4 by the end of this, which is a pretty good run. Obviously it's going to be a long, maybe not grueling, but it's going to be a longer process. I was thinking maybe 10 to 15 stacks, but I'm looking at it and I'm thinking maybe I'm going to need more, maybe I'll need less, which is the only two options of this, I realize now, but it's kind of hard to tell when you're just kind of like guesstimating, so I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully well. That'd be nice to actually have it on point. Maybe I should actually start building beforehand. It's just, I would like to have all the materials and go into the build and, you know, be ready to go. Ooh, keyboard please. Instead of, you know, having some of the materials and then being like, oh, I need so much more. Like, I feel like it's what it's going to be like. And if I'm building a mountain, I will need to get a ton of dirt, but I'm not going to worry about that because, I mean, look around us, it's abundant. It's not going to be very hard. But good golly, it is going to be hard. So, let's see. What was it doing? Oh yeah, I was going to go deposit the cobblestone and see what I have, because I think I've got about, I don't know, maybe a good bit here. So there's another stack, there's another one, and another one. That's pretty good. 4 stacks and 15. So that's okay. Maybe this won't take as long as I'm expecting. Maybe I'm just being pessimistic, which is very unlikely. I'm lying. So we've got that. I've been doing from the bottom up, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing it that way. Should I finish gathering everything in this episode? I've already been going for 23 minutes. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be really, really boring if I do that, but maybe not. I don't know. A lot of I don't know, because I just don't. I'm dumb. But yeah, I don't know. Something about... I did again. God dang it. Something about playing Minecraft. It just kind of clicked to me earlier this day, or well, yesterday. Now it's 12:09. But yeah, it just kind of clicked with me. Like I'm like, I really have the desire to play Minecraft, so I'm gonna do that while I'm actually on this feeling. And the thing is, like, sometimes I go into a series, and I call it a series, which can be an issue, which I have called this one a few times, but like I've said, it could end at any point. It could end the next episode. I don't know. But I just kind of get into certain series sometimes, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, this would be fun. And then I get maybe, 3, 4, maybe even up to like 7 or 8 episodes in, and then I'm just like, I'm not enjoying this. Like, I feel obligated now, but I'm really, really not enjoying this, and it's just, I would rather play it on my own time, or I'd rather just not play it, or, something like that. Which sets me up for failure quite often. And that happens pretty often. It happened with like Fallout, which Fallout was something I really, really wanted to do. It was just so hard to record because there's so much to the game. Like, I couldn't imagine getting through it in any sensible amount of time, and that just kind of it dampened my experience, I guess, in a way, if that makes sense. Like, it's just so long, and I just was like, this would take me forever to get through. I know I'm never going to finish this on video, and that just kind of like killed the entire mood of that. Like, you know, knowing that there's no way I'm going to be able to get through all of this. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do this. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I haven't even played the game, like, really since my last recording. What I'm planning to do with that is, once my fiance and I live together, I'm just going to, like, you know, play up while she's chilling on the couch watching me, or while she's playing something, you know, that type of thing. Like, you know, it'll be like a little family thing, instead of, you know, me just doing it for a video and raging. Because that's how it probably would be if I kept doing it. Because there's certain times, like, it gets my fingers just popped. What the? There's certain times it just gets really, really, you know, kind of frustrating to play with the mechanics, or you know, kind of the movement or something like that really gets to me. So I was just like, you know what, I'm not doing this. I'd rather, you know, play something that I want to enjoy, play something that's short. Like, my ideal time for a game is maybe like 4 hours, because that's, like, you know, pretty quick to get through. It doesn't take that long. I can do 30-minute episodes and be done in like 8 videos or whatever. So that would be more ideal to me. But, you know, I don't know. Who knows? So, we did get some more wood, which is fantastic. Ooh, that was actually more than I thought. Which wood is going to be something I'm going to need a lot of. I think even more so than cobblestone. Which I was thinking just now, as I was saying that, I'm thinking I may not even need a ton of cobblestone, because if I'm going to be building the hill, well, no, I'll still need it for the interior to make it look okay, I guess. Which, the interior, I would prefer, I think, to have a different type of wall, because cobblestone may look a little damp, a little dank. No, I don't know. Maybe it would look a little bit weird, I'm not sure. I don't know. But, you know, we'll get into that and everything in the next little bit. I think I've made enough glass there, though. I think that's going to be more than enough to do me, which is good. So I think we have the glass done. I think the wood is going to be the longest thing here. And then I think cobblestone. So maybe in the next episode we'll start the build. We'll, it won't be amazing, I can guarantee that, and it's gonna be sloppy as can be, but we'll see how it goes, and we'll kind of, it'll be the, I guess, big starting point of trying to be better at building. Yay. Oh boy. Maybe it'll be okay. One thing I should say is, which I know I'm saying this really late in the video, I'll do a more proper video on this. We're obviously halfway through the month of April, at least when I'm recording this. It's probably going to be later when it's actually up, or maybe it'll be like a day later, I don't know. It's the 14th right now, April 14th, at the day of recording this. In May, I'm not going to even be in the country. I'm going to be in London, England, of course. And I'm not going to really be able to record much, if at all. So that entire month may just be a scrap of no recordings, or maybe it'll be stuff that I can like play on my computer with a controller or whatever, like 2 controllers, and it'll be me and Elle doing stuff. I think that would be like the gist of the videos that month. I'm also going to be working while I'm there. I'm going to be at MCM Comic Con, which I have press passes, which should be nice, so I don't have to, they'll like get me in, and it was free and everything, which is always good. I do like free. And then I'm going to be going to like a bunch of other stuff. You know, it's obviously a busy month. It's my first time ever out of the country, first time ever on the plane, all this stuff. So it's going to be very, very hectic nonetheless, but I'm ready for it. And just realize there probably won't be a lot of videos, if any, during that month. I will try my best, but it's very, very hard to know. Especially when you've never even been out of the country or know what you're getting yourself into. But that's it for now. And I think that's then the next episode episode Jesus, speaking on point. But yeah, in the next episode, sorry, I was looking at the plans real quick there. I got very distracted. In the next episode, we will start building. Okay. The reason I'm distracted is because in the plans, they have like the entry, like the foyer, and like a bathroom, but it looks like the bathroom's almost outside, so I'm not really, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me, but that's fine. I'll not build it like that, though. Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to end it there. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.